Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, GOB Productions and Late Bloomers presents to you. Oh, we have the man with Kevin Yates and Blessed. I forget their names right now.
Swerve in our glory. Don't do that. Yeah. Swerve in our glory.
Glory. Look, I'm having a bad day. I wasn't getting my proper food. We got my man with the DMD shirt on. Audie. When? And the other one, if they could just go ahead and Chris say something real quick.
What is your shirt, Chris?
Oh, that's the Roman
I can't
shirt.
see Chris. This thing's not switching like
greatness on all different level.
Yeah, the Roman shirt. Yeah. God mode.
Okay, there we go. And they got me, that boy who's at the airport because I'm always late for my flight CT. And we are the three not so wise men talking wrestling podcast. We have a way too much to talk about. So instead of how you guys doing? Yo, Vince McMahon just retired from the WWE. Speak on it.
Off the page, fellas. For my nap, someone's like, get on Twitter, man. It's the greatest thing I ever did in my life.
Yeah. I knew the writing was on the wall when they said Paul is coming back. And I was like,
EVP of Talent Relations.
Oh yeah.
Didn't they just say that yesterday? Or did they do that today?
I think it was this morning, right? When did you send that tweet? It was this morning, I think.
No, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday morning.
They were just putting everybody in place.
Yeah.
So when Vince McMahon decided to step down, we would still have a McMahon in place. Or they just allegedly, possibly found a little bit more stuff about his past.
Yeah, like the alleged story that happened in '88. Yeah,
I don't know no details.
There's a big story, and I don't want to get into the messiness. I'm not even gonna get to it, but yeah, I think that story has found some validity. But the VP announcement happened at 9:09 this morning.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah, they moving fast. Something's coming down the pipeline. But did y'all see how he retired? Did you see the tweet though?
Yeah. He's been about 77 years old. It's time for me to retire. I don't know.
Yeah, no, this dude with all the righteous indignation. At 77, it's time to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe. Then, now, forever, together. WWE, thankful. This is the exact same thing as when he went to WWE on on SmackDown and then Raw.
Yeah.
To say
John Cena was coming.
Yeah. 5 minutes. Yeah. No. Somebody gonna tell him to run that back. Bring that ass here, boy. Like one of those moments, because man, this is about to get bad. It's either about to get bad or it's going to become completely quiet about the situation.
Completely quiet. Because at the end of the day, the family has more voting rights within WWE. So
he still got majority power.
Yeah. And I mean, the stock is going to probably go down a little bit, but that they still have McMahon in charge, it's not going to go down like as much.
Yeah.
So they announced that Stephanie and Nick Khan are co-CEOs for now.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh. Let's go look at the keep talking.
Okay, Eden. Now. This is just the first. This is the first part of that iceberg into my conspiracy theory, right? Because I'm only going to address this quick. Triple H being in charge of EVP or being EVP of its operations, right?
Talent relations.
Talent relations.
Yep.
I think that he's going to take back over NXT. I think that is going to be one of those big things that he's going to do.
Why? Shawn Michaels is like, he's not doing a bad job. Why not just keep Shawn in there and then he can just be him and Shawn are best friends. So his vision is Shawn's vision.
Now, the question with that, because y'all are more into NXT than I am. I keep trying to find it, but it's just like, oh, you stopped?
USA Network.
No, wait. Chris, you stopped watching NXT?
Yeah.
Oh my God. No.
I have to stop, but that's just because of the work purpose.
No. No. When I was thinking about coming back into wrestling, that was where he was sending me. Man, don't worry about Raw. Don't worry about SmackDown. Yeah. Go to NXT. Man, they be having all the best matches. I know you ain't gonna know anybody, but you gonna love them. I'm like, duh, really?
I mean, it's still kind of true.
So as of right now, stock prices went up, I think, 30 cents today in the WWE.
That's interesting. Well, do you know? Well, it all depends on where it opened. But yeah,
it opened at $65.90, and it closed at $66.22.
Was it hitting the lows before, like before the announcements, like yesterday, the day before, like?
Around 2:00, it hit a kind of a low. It did, but came back up.
Yeah, I think that Vince announcing the retirement was probably the best thing for the business. I think that it wasn't. I honestly think that it was a move to move Vince out. So
yeah, just to quash everything that's going on with the scandal and everything.
No, I think that part of the scandal, well, again, back into my conspiracy, I think that a lot of that was them trying to get an old man out. Because, like I said, there's been talks and allegations and everything since '88, to my knowledge. Right? There was stuff that's going on. FBI had tried to get him. He's been fighting. He's been getting away, not away, but getting around so much, right? But I think that they was tired of him. So I think whatever was being held, somebody just like, you know what? It's out of my hands. Not until you leave. Out of my hands. But that's just.
Or if somebody on the board wants him out and just decided to like, yeah, we're gonna do this.
Yeah. So
it was Shane.
Oh yeah, you kicked me out. Yeah, it all happened after he kicked him out. Yeah, I fired him from the WWE. Oh, you fired me, huh?
Congratulations, people.
Yeah, all allegations. And this is definitely hyperbole. Yeah.
I'll say that another thing that came out of this. Apparently, Brian Alvarez reported that Brock Lesnar left SmackDown.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that he was pissed.
Oh, I heard nothing about. I just heard that he left.
No, it was. If I find a tweet, because it was Bleach Report. It was. I mean, that's what I saw it on.
Yeah.
But
again, though, DX1.
Yes.
They took out the corporate and ministry of darkness.
Yeah. Hey.
Long-term storytelling.
Right. I don't think it's over because you see how Billy Gunn is acting on AEW.
Oh, yeah.
Man. That battle rap is about to be phenomenal. I'm definitely watching tonight. Yeah. Oh man, these niggas is wild and they showing him getting his haircut. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the tweet, but we can go off that. Yeah, but Brock Lesnar did leave SmackDown. One of the very few people that can actually just do that.
Oh yeah,
man. And then
he called unprofessional.
Oh yeah,
Right.
he's not gonna be called unprofessional for that. I mean, he's not a black woman, so.
What if Brock Lesnar leaves though?
What if he leaves? I wouldn't be surprised. Ain't he only back because of Vince?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He only came back because Vince actually come back to Roman.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if he show up at SummerSlam. Oh no, I don't think he'll be SummerSlam. Yeah, he probably already paid for that.
He ain't got to show up for that either. If you already paid,
he ain't got to.
Yeah, nah. Hey, listen, if his front end was bigger than his back end, he ain't got to show up.
Yeah, he ain't got to.
Especially if he says family emergencies. Or a doctor comes up with some weird injury that you can't see is internal or something like that. They can make it work.
Brock Lesnar is never going to make that type of excuse. He's just not going to show him. Say, show.
Yeah. I'm just saying, SmackDown. Not missed like that on SmackDown after they got stranded in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
When NXT invaded. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was good.
That's gonna be tonight. That's gonna be tonight. It's gonna be something crazy.
Well, I will be watching tonight. I gotta set it up here. But
I know every day it's gonna be a huge shock. Will they or will they not bring up Vince McMahon retired? Or will it be a Vince McMahon appreciation night?
Yes.
Oh God, I hope not.
Yes, they're going to do that.
They need to give this man 5 minutes to get him off the show.
This nigga got 15 minutes in an entrance to say John Cena is coming after allegations. I
don't want to think about that again. You see my reaction.
Listen, he decided to put an egg on the pay-per-view. They're going to say, hey, this is a Vince appreciation. They probably even kayfabe him into being, you're fired or something. They might even get Trump. Think about that. They might even get Trump in here because it's Vince. They'll pull out all the stops for Vince. For as much as the fuckery that he does, for some reason, everybody loves Vince. Not everybody, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No.
Here's the question, though. Here's a good question.
Hold on. He said, oh no. What is that? Oh no.
Wrestling news, Twitter. Goldberg being considered as a replacement for Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Oh, wait.
No.
They better get Ryback or some shit. Like
the cons better get a hold of the cons and ask if like
hey, I'm gonna get into that a little later.
All right, retract it.
What?
Tweet got deleted already. It ain't been up for a minute.
I gotta figure out screen saving, like the picture saving, because we're gonna have to hold.
I was trying to. That's where it's going.
Yeah, but no. What was it? Dang, I forgot what I was gonna say about that. But yeah, he better get into. Listen, if it ever was to happen, like my conspiracy theory. Because y'all know what my conspiracy theory is. Now is the time. It's about to all come together, people. And I'll get into that a little bit later with Ric Flair. But I did want to congratulate Paul Levesque for coming back. He done had a crazy, 2 years? It's been about 2 years. Yeah. He had crazy 2 years. He done seen his vision get changed, and now he's back to making shit happen again. So, round of applause to him.
Healthy, that's all I care about.
Yeah. Shoot, SummerSlam next week.
Yeah.
Done. Wait, listen. I have y'all
looking up everything right now.
Have y'all noticed that SummerSlam, that this is probably the busiest wrestling has been as far as pay-per-view and large events in a while?
No, this is as busy as wrestling in general has been, news-wise, in years.
No, and news-wise, yeah. But that's, with the internet and all that coming together, that makes it happen. But literally, we had a pay-per-view 2 weeks ago. No, we had a pay-per-view 2 weeks ago, Money in the Bank. We had a pay-per-view before that, which was the Forbidden Door. We had a pay-per-view before that, which was what? What was the pay-per-view for that? Was it Revolution? Was it like we done had like 15 pay-per-views, and it's only July. Like we had Royal Rumble, All Out. It's been a lot. And it seems like every time I look up, it's another one because we got SummerSlam. I mean, we got shit. We got Death Before Dishonor. Yeah. We got SummerSlam. Then we got All Out in the next 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, All Out is in September.
Yeah.
All Out is in September. All In is August 2nd. Like that is, or no, August 6th. My fault. August 6th. I gotta look at the date.
No, wait. All In, All Out, it's the same thing. So,
no, they're different.
There's too much going on, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is a lot. It is a lot. August 6th will be All Out. Or 7th. So this weekend, Death Before Dishonor. Next weekend, SummerSlam.
Or is that just
No, that's the pay-per-view. That's Kenny coming back and everything. That's the pay-per-view.
Okay.
And then making big events like Fyter Fest being a 2-week event.
That's kind of due to Shark Week.
Yeah, they added.
As you saw, and with them now being a part of Discovery, everybody's doing Shark Week stuff.
Hold on, wait. Was there any news saying that they're part of Discovery?
They were bought out. TNT was bought out by Discovery.
Oh yeah, that thing, yeah. So Discovery. I'm gonna get into that a little later. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that later. But let's go into something that is a little more long term. Briscos signing a long-term deal with Ring of Honor.
I mean, where else would they go? Not to like be rude, but like America-wise, AEW's already said that they weren't going to pick them up. They're too old for WWE, and they wouldn't go to WWE because they don't want to be ruined. Not sure how they are with like going to New Japan, but ROH just seems like the best place for them. And it's great for them to have that long-term stability because they pretty much are ROH, at least in New.
Yeah, but you know what that means? You know what that means? You're going to see them on an AEW event. There's no way that they're going, not until they get their own network deal. They got to put that on AEW somehow. I mean, that's the only way, that's the only place they're going to wrestle. What they're only going to do, pay-per-views?
No, ROH is going to have their own TV thing, but that's going to be totally different from AEW. The higher ups at TNT don't want them on the show. So Tony Khan can't do anything. He's not going to pay that fine like you say he's going to pay the fine to Sasha Banks.
Listen, that one, Sasha Banks is considering taking a year off. That has nothing to do with Tony. Tony would have did that. Now, what I'm saying about that is that no, they didn't want them signed. They gotta prove if they.
No, they don't want them on the show either.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that they don't want them on the show. But you got Tony Khan, who has been doing a fantastic job as like recently, as far as bringing in the money, bringing in the hype. This new contract is about to be big. They are already trying to solidify something for Ring of Honor. They've been putting Grisham everywhere. They've been having Jay Lethal be the face along with Samoa Joe, who hasn't been around, but Jay Lethal, John Grisham, you done got Lee Moriarty is definitely going to Ring of Honor. Like, some of the names that are going to go, but
He
that
might
tag
be
team
joining Blackpool because they did a little something.
But
oh no! It was Stokely.
Yeah. But that tag team is a hot division right now with AEW. And if they're going to try to get a deal done with Ring of Honor, that battle has to be seen played out because so far it's only been pay-per-view moments.
You think that, but here's the thing. The higher ups who give Tony Khan that money have said they don't want the Briscos.
Yeah, I understand that.
People who are giving you the money say they don't want this. You're going to go with people who are giving you money.
No. I got that. What I'm saying is that Ring of Honor is going to be in bed with Time Warner. They're not going to be in bed with anybody else. They ain't no maybe. Where they going? Universal? With WWE?
They can always find like Sinclair or something else.
You said like what?
Sinclair, Access TV. It's not always going to be Time Warner or Discovery.
But what I'm saying to you, didn't Access sell themselves? I'm pretty sure Access, and I think they sold them to Time Warner. But right now it's about intellectual property, and these two big companies are buying a lot. So it ain't gonna be too much of anywhere that these wrestling places is gonna go. And Tony did not buy Ring of Honor for it to be a second-rate show. So he's going to try to get a deal someplace with them. And Time Warner is going to be doing a deal with them because they're already in bed with him. You're not about to lose another hot commodity because when if the Briscos win, where is that going to be defended?
On ROH.
Where's ROH being played right now?
If you knew, I would go no. I know where it's being played, but I have to actually be at work to see where it's being played. So I don't remember.
No, I mean like the recent videos.
I know they are the recent ones, but they have like on demand at my job. So that's how I'm able to watch it when I want to.
Yeah,
if I really want to say it's on Access TV. But who knows? I'll figure it out some other time.
Yeah, but no, I think that and I'm not saying that Tony is about to be paying those fines. What I'm saying is that if he shows how much of a draw the fucking Briscos are,
already knows how much of a true draw the Briscos are.
No, they don't.
Wrestling knows.
Wrestling knows. Business don't.
People of the higher chain. You really think they give a fuck about wrestling? They really don't.
Yeah, but they know that they got a commodity that has low income. They're not putting a lot of money into them, and it gives them a big reward. Their profitability is high with the contract that they got right now. And if Tony shows like this contract just brought a draw that is ridiculous. People that, I don't want them there, and it's going to be like, maybe we can do something.
They would have done something the first time, though, because the first match was a huge draw over Mania.
Right. But the first match was a huge draw with all of the controversy that was surrounding him.
No.
To the companies, they're looking at it like, okay, that was a fluke. They haven't been bringing that draw before. It's a fluke. Do it again. About to do it again. Big payday.
I mean, the Briscos have been huge draws wherever they go. So, and for network
I want to big ROH guy, but I knew who the person.
Like, network TV is a little bit different than the private broadcast. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got a private broadcast going on with Ring of Honor. You done had the FTR hype train going with this battle because that's what the fans been wanting. So all of that, along with the controversy of it may not happen because of Ring of Honor. Then the Ring of Honor happened, like they got that deal, and then it was, oh, they can't sign AEW. When you say that that controversy had nothing to do with it in that match on something that we thought that we were never going to see because of all of this going on, that changed. Then they say that was a fluke because there was nothing but traction behind that. Do it again.
But have you seen any of the Briscos besides their flyer on AEW TV? They haven't even done their promo.
I'm not talking, but I'm not talking about AEW. I'm not talking about them signing to AEW. I'm talking about them getting in bed. Tony about to show that them being on AEW is going to be a massive draw because them being here, they're still not going to be signed, but they're going to be seen because they got to do something with the whole Ring of Honor AEW thing because they're doing matches that.
I can't hear.
You can't hear me? Can't hear me now?
I can't hear you.
All right. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I remember what I was saying. Yeah, I'm not talking about them being signed. I'm not even talking about them being completely on the roster like that, like having it too much of them being the face of it. But there's going to be some intertwining as they're building a contract for Ring of Honor. I mean, if it stays with...
It's two separate entities. Like, they're going to mix and match every once in a while, but
yeah,
it's not going to be like AEW's third show.
No. And I agree with you. It's not going to be. But with everything that has happened, not with just the Briscos, but with the Ring of Honor, there's going to be there's some negotiation, and there's some more TV time. Like for all of the diehard wrestlers, Access TV is definitely going to go to. It's definitely going to be Ring of Honor, but when this contract comes up and they're doing their negotiations, Time Warner is definitely going to make sure that that commodity is with them because it doesn't make sense to lose that commodity to something that is not going to bring you any money. So they're going to get in bed with them. But with part of that is going to be, hey, we got to see why. And the first one had everything that was going on. It became a dream match. And so they said, okay, there's a big hoopla that surrounded all of it. It surrounded Ring of Honor.
Where do we go from there? Where do we go from after FTR faces the Briscoes? What major team do they have? How do they sell the Briscoes like that after FTR? That's what you got to think about. This match is going to be 2 out of 3 falls. You're going to be a banger. Mm-hmm. But future.
And that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. With the future, there's nobody else on that roster right now that is really going to that can even bring in that hype. So how you're going to build it up if you're only there for the dream match, and then when they get back to Access Television, it's not showing any. I mean, the casual fan is not going to watch that. So in that moment, what do you have to do? Oh, I got to build exposure somewhere. And that building of exposure is not going to happen with them staying at Ring of Honor. There's going to be 1 or 2 appearances. I'm not saying that they're going to be like, oh, we're active here, but there's going to be 1 or 2 appearances. A couple of the AEW rosters team up to fight them one.
But I mean, it doesn't always have. Who says it's going to be the Briscoes? Like, they might just do it like they're doing it now with the Briscoes and FTR.
Yeah, but that's going to, you and I both know that that's going to get old. If the Briscos wins, it's gonna be 50-50 booking. They're just gonna keep going back and forth. That tag title has been a hot thing on AEW, right?
It's been defended like twice.
I think it's been defended more than twice. Because
Funky Vice and Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Roppongi Vice, Forbidden Door. There was one more. There was one more match that was done. It was at least 3 because it's been one of the titles that they had for a minute now, and they put that title on the line. It was that one and then the AAA title. But what I'm saying is that with that tag title being in a high commodity, that has been one of the big reasons why FTR is where they are on the totem pole. I mean, they tell great stories, they put on great matches, but though that hardware matters. So when that title, if that title is gone on Death Before Dishonor, that is just going to be a dead title because it's going to be on Ring of Honor on Access TV and people ain't going to see it. And that's not going to help in the negotiation where Tony is trying to build a bigger contract. But if this is the second match, they win it, they see a slight drop because people are tuning in. And I'm not saying a lot, but they see a slight drop because Briscoe's got it, is going to build a little momentum for them. So they see a slight drop with the tag. And AEW's tag has been one of the hottest things, right? There's going to be like, damn, the Briscoes did bring in this amount of number. Now that their tag champs is doing this, but we got nobody for them. Look at this draw, Time Warner. All I'm asking is for 1 or 2 appearances in the next 3 months. And if they and Time Warner see the money,
probably going to tell them second.
Yeah, or they're probably going to tell them, okay, since we're working this out with you, we're doing this contract with you. Let's put them on one time to see.
If we're a 5th, we'd all be drunk right now, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get anywhere without possibilities. And wherein this whole conversation is about the fact that they're not going to be on the roster, but there's a lot of at play that is going on for Ring of Honor.
They'll probably make 8 appearances and probably not have a match, but they'll probably show their face and do a beatdown. That's probably as far as it's going to go.
It might, but that still proves my point that they're going to bring in this draw. Oh, no. Let them say that the Briscoes is going to make an appearance and then get their ass whooped. People are going to watch. People are.
Yeah, but an appearance isn't a match. Like, they have a match, that's another thing.
I said appearance. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying appearance. They're bringing this draw. They're going to be tag title. They're going to make an appearance.
Appearances are for squares. I need a match.
I understand that.
I need a match.
And I understand that for you. But they're not dealing for you and your hardcoreness. They're trying to bring in the casual fans for the negotiation. They're going to make an appearance. Something that they weren't supposed to be doing.
And when do you think that this appearance is going to happen?
I'll say, what's after All Out? What's the next?
I have no idea.
I say that the it should be Double or Nothing, right?
No, Double or Nothing happened.
Double or Nothing already happened. Shit, yeah, it did.
Yeah, Double or Nothing happened before.
It's Full Gear.
Yeah, November.
I'll say okay. So I'll say sometime in October, they're going to make one appearance.
Okay.
Yeah, but wait. The only caveat is if they become tag champions. If they don't become tag champions, guess what? They not being on there because FTR is still running things for the Ring of Honor. Like that plays a part. If they move FTR into the Ring of Honor while they're negotiating, you don't need the Briscoes because you got the hottest tag team in the game being at Ring of Honor.
The only way that, you need FTR or someone on AEW to hold the ROH tag titles for any of this to even come to fruition with the Brisk.
No, that's where we are. That's where the difference is. If Briscos win that tag title, he did that because he needs them to have the tag title to bring some relevancy to them when they go into the negotiation. If
taking the titles off the top guys.
No, and that's the only thing. I can say I don't see them taking the title off the top guys, but Young Bucks just lost theirs. So anything can happen.
Because a certain somebody is supposedly coming back. You know this, sir.
And I understand that. But I'm saying that if FTR keeps the titles, Briscoes is not seeing it sniffing anything on AEW's Dynamite or Rampage.
True.
But if they win it, they gotta still hold that Ring of Honor thing to some type of regard in the negotiation. So if they do win it, they gotta be seen somewhere. And that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
That's fair.
But yeah, speaking of a certain somebody coming back. Kenny Omega.
Supposedly, he's coming back after having been out nearly almost 8 months, 9 months.
Yeah, he's getting close to that year.
He's close to the year mark.
Yeah, he's close to the year mark.
So supposedly he's coming back soon. Hopefully they can finally bring in the trios titles.
Man, I'm praying for that.
Wait 3 years for this.
Right.
Hopefully around that same time, Adam Cole comes back and the rest of Red Dragon. So to finish off that feud.
Yeah, he's recovering well. That is one thing that I've seen. Adam Cole is talking about. He's been doing well with his recovery. And
Bobby Fish just came back actually. He's on Dark.
Yeah.
One of Dark tapings.
And Chris, you might be surprised, and I wish I could find the tweet for it, but I had lost it. There is rumors that CM Punk may come back at All In too.
Yes.
Yeah, him, Brian Danielson, and the other person you're talking about. All three of them are coming back around that time.
Oh, and I do want to give a round of applause to Tony, because he done lost Adam Cole, Brian Danielson, and CM Punk. Shit, Sting wasn't around for a minute. Orange Cassidy was gone for a minute. Like, he done lost a lot. MJF is out of there. Like, Britt was trying to be on vacation. He done lost all of these people, right? But for the last month, put on great shows without any of those superstars. He been putting on great shows with the people that he got. So I do want to give him a round of applause, because everybody has been a big star. Thank God he didn't call Diamond Dallas Page to do a match like Vince would have. Vince would have definitely called Diamond Dallas Page if he had the roster. I need a star. Diamond, I need you here. Page, come on. Like,
you give a few people Diamond Cutter. And I mean,
yeah, exactly.
DDP can still go with his DDP yoga thing.
We know.
He's a lot healthier than most people actually on the roster.
Yeah, no, but I was just speaking to the fact that Vince would have just called in the Legacy Act just to bring in the star power, and Tony moving along with the people that he got. I mean, Red Velvet was injured she was going for a second. I won't say
injured.
Yeah, Red Velvet, Layla Gray, and they just really been making shit work. So
Layla Gray's not injured.
He had a concussion.
Our number one women's champion. Our number one champion in all of AEW. So she did not want Layla Gray on the team. So she said, don't bother me.
I'm not arguing that. That's Jay Gargano.
And that's why the baddie, along with Jay Gargano, defeated Athena and Nightingale. Because
Okay. Can't beat him. And I said it. I said it. If there was any time that Jay get pinned anytime soon, it would have been that match. But it ain't happen. Because it ain't gonna happen anytime soon.
He has a better streak than one Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh,
Goldberg's only win.
yeah. Goldberg would never. Goldberg could never. But no, what was it? Yeah. But outside of that, Athena and Willow Nightingale is kind of cool together. I actually do like them as a tag. I don't know how I feel about Chris being in that, but no. Oh shit! And I know that we talking about just stuff that just happened. Anna Jay turning heel.
Yeah.
Does that mean that the Dark Order is going to turn heel?
No. It just means that she's going to treat them like the dorks that they are.
Whoa, whoa,
And she
whoa,
won't
Like she always been.
whoa.
hang out with dorks anymore. So.
No. No, we're not doing that to John Silver. We are not doing that, John Silver. He is,
The only John Silver I know is wrong John Silver.
and I understand that that's the only one you know, but you know who Johnny Hungy is. You know Johnny Hungy. So let's put some
Johnny
respect on.
Hungry has been winning how many matches lately?
Listen, he's getting people over. You know how that goes.
Johnny Hungry needs to probably go and smoke a little bit to get his appetite up. He's hungry for these L's.
That's because he had to get all of these superstars over. He had to get Daniel Bryanson over. He had to get Punk over. He didn't have to get a lot of people over. He couldn't. That is dedication to the craft. He got him over. It wasn't like, oh, yeah.
Just say that she wasn't going to leave the Dork Order. And yeah, her and Ty Conti.
You know what?
We're going to go with the JSC.
Anna Jay, fuck Anna Jay. If she said that, fuck Anna Jay. I don't give a fuck about her. She was just there because Johnny wanted her there. That's all I'm saying. Like, so if she called them the Dork Order, listen, you was a nobody before then. Yeah. I said it. I said it, kayfabe. I'm joking, Anna Jay and Tay. Y'all was cool. And I'm only talking because I love y'all.
Dynamite than the rest of the Dork Order.
You know what? I'm not liking you right now, and I'm gonna change the subject because I'm not liking you right now.
I mean, I would say when they got beat up by Butcher and the Blade, and Adam goes like, "You all right?" He said, "No." I did laugh. I audibly laughed.
Yeah, but that's because they are hilarious. But that's what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, Alex Riddle just on the ground, just not moving.
They're hilarious. That's why I love them because they took that. Honestly, that John Silver taking that ass whooping from Daniel Bryan was like, wow. That was crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna get off them real quick because we just, we go everywhere. But
yeah, here, there, everywhere. As little as the Dork Order that we need to talk about.
Right. But Kenny, let's get back to him. The trios is coming. That is why the Young Bucks lost that title. That is my
boo. They should have gave us the title.
You said who should have got the title?
They still should have gave us that match. I don't care what anybody says. Give the people what they want. It goes to the whole timing and pulling the trigger. They need to. There's no give them all the belts. Give FTR all the belts. Make them the greatest tag team right now.
Yeah, I mean that might happen. We might get another belt collector run, but it'll be the entire team.
No, but they should have done this Young Bucks. Come on, Young Bucks.
Yeah,
Don't be scared.
Didn't they have a match though?
Anything, huh?
Didn't the Young Bucks and the FTR have a match though?
Yes, they had it for the ROH. No, the AAA titles.
Yeah. I mean, they did it like a couple times, right, Chris?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
They won it one.
Yeah.
That's one of the first one in that film.
Yeah, so that other one definitely is coming soon. Because I think no, you underestimate how the Young Bucks act. I think that they're gonna make a run but lose the title, the trios title.
So you're talking about the trios title.
Yeah.
Let's get FTR Warlow versus the Elite.
No.
The Pinnacle versus the Elite.
No. Not.
No.
JF come back.
I'm telling you. But no. I think that, like I said, I don't think that that they're gonna throw the trio title on them. I think they understand. I think the Young Bucks and Kenny understands what comes with, putting it on somebody else and giving the fans what they want and then still shocking. Like, it may be like, okay, let's say if it's not the Elite that wins, right? You still got the Undisputed Elite that could win it, right? You got Blackpool Combat Club, right? You got Death Triangle, right? If the Best Friends stay the way that they are, which would tell the story between the Blackpool Combat and and Best Friends, you got that going on in the background. What would be another group? You got
House of Black.
You got the Jericho Appreciation Society, and Chris Jericho is going to be him, Daniel Garcia, and probably Jake Hagar. But you got a whole bunch of
and Cool Hand.
It should be them, but this is the story of the Jericho Appreciation Society. So
it would be Sammy Guevara and Danny Garcia.
Yeah, it may be that. We might even get a Powerhouse High Ricky Starks and the Hook connection. Yeah, I know, right? There's a lot of things that can happen with that. And if they can pull that off and still not win the title, you can still get the FTR. Because I do think that Swerve and Keith might be a transitional for FTR after FTR. And that's another thing. If FTR loses this title, they're going to make the run for the AEW title. And if they make the run for the AEW title, huh?
I want them to have all the belts.
I know. I would love for them to have all the belts because that would just be like, mwah, they are the best. They hold 7-star matches. But if they don't, and FTR wins the title, and
Briscoe?
No, if the Briscoes, I already passed that. If the Briscoes wins that, and then they make the AEW run, and they win the title against Swerve in Our Glory, and the Elite loses the trio, there's going to be calls for that tag team title match between the Young Bucks versus FTR.
But you already know that they're going to give the titles to Kenny and the Young Bucks. So.
Do you remember when it came? Well, Chris, I'll talk to Chris because we had the conversation. Do you remember when they was holding the tag tournament and Young Bucks was going against Private Party? Yep. And we thought that the story was going to be Young Bucks making the tag championship, and they lost the first round. Yep. That told us everything about the Young Bucks and how they would do things. I can see them as possibly getting a trios over and not win, and we gonna have a Young Bucks versus FTR, and I can see a CM Punk versus Kenny Omega versus Wardlow type shit going on. But that's further down the line. But that's just me.
Possible.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, you cool. Cause you know what? I want to give you your flowers. If anybody did not see what happened on AEW, Jungle Boy made his return, and Luchasaurus. Don't do that. No, because I'm already leading this, and I feel sick to my stomach about Jungle Boy returning to that music. He couldn't have his own music.
You hear the pop though?
Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Fuck that pop. Nah. But if we Jungle Boy coming out, got in front of Luchasaurus, and Luchasaurus did what CT thought, and that was side with Jungle Boy.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. You done called out Luchasaurus and his idiocy. Thank you.
Well, I would say I don't feel like saying a word right now. Idiocracy. I will say that we don't know the full story since, Luchasaurus doesn't speak. So we could be getting the okie doke, which in turn I was thinking it would be great of Christian putting over Jungle Boy. But then Luchasaurus actually still does turn on Jungle Boy at the end.
Yeah. Because otherwise, this whole heel turn don't make sense.
Yeah, and that was the conversation that we had last time. That heel turn, like, we don't know the reason why. And honestly, if it's a double swerve and that happens, and it could be the fact that, Luchasaurus Christian said, "Aren't you tired of being in the shadow of Jungle Boy?" That could be a compelling story that brings Jungle Boy versus Luchasaurus, and then him overthrowing Luchasaurus will catapult him to a title run. I can see that happening, and I wouldn't be mad because that means that is the end of that dumbass song.
It's going to be the TNT title.
Yeah.
That Boy will go for. And when does Jungle Boy become Jungle Man?
Man, just call him Jack Perry. I be siding with Jim Ross so many times with that. He be like, Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. Like, that's the one that's what he wants to say. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah.
But also,
she'll be Jungle Man. I don't know why. I just always thought that Luchasaurus turning on Jungle Boy, like, he gave him a concerto, so why would he want to join Christian? What is Christian's voodoo that he's using to get people? Especially, like, I don't even think you really saw his face when Christian would do the promos. So you never know how he could have been having like a different facial whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But no, with that is like with Luchasaurus, I would say that is probably the one thing that I do want. I am ready for Jungle Boy solo run. And I am also ready for, I am liking the Luchasaurus being this black ass dinosaur, right? And when we finally get the why, everything will play out to where it's worth it. Like, Lucha could be a heel, run with Christian for a minute, then he can be like, he can turn on Christian and do his own thing, run it like he's the mastermind, or any of that type of stuff. But I think that story, them being together, when Marco Stunt left, I think that was the writing on the wall for me. Cause goddamn, it felt different. Like, but yeah.
I agree. I'll take the rose for both.
Yeah. Well,
I think All In, they should have their little tit for tat, or at least that week, that Dynamite before.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, I think that a lot. I think that a lot might happen tonight. Well, I won't say a lot might not happen tonight. I think something will happen tonight, but
No, because they have the rap battle, which that's all that really matters about tonight. They have Christopher Daniels versus Jay Lethal, and I don't think they have anything.
man,
They got John Silver and Adam Page versus Butcher and the Blade.
Oh, yes. I mean, they're going to give the win to Hangman and Johnny Hungy, but give it to Butcher and Blade so then they can work up the tag team match.
yeah. I mean, I would love for Butcher and Blade to actually win some because man,
Money is out there, the distraction, and then they're like, Ed and Jay, why aren't you out there? And he's like, because I am done being a part of the Dork Order.
listen, shut up, shut up, you, shut up.
And he's like, Johnny Hungy's cool now. Johnny Hungy's about to give me a punch in the face.
Yeah, listen, that may happen, but yeah, I do want Butcher and Blade. I think Butcher and the Blade has the same amount of wins and losses as John Silver, because God damn, they get a lot of people over. They get a lot of people over, but them losing all the time is another thing that bothers me. Because when they came in, I thought they was fucking awesome. Butcher, Blade, and the Bunny. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be something. And then they just lost match after match after match at the very beginning. Got a little bit of winning, joined the Hardy Family Association or whatever, and just was jobbers. Like it was crazy. But
I don't even know if they're still part of the La Familia Japanese super kick, steal your pants. I don't know what the fuck new shit.
The Andrade Family Association or whatever. Yeah. I don't know either because Andrade's been going for a moment, but
he's injured.
Yeah, he is injured. But isn't he going to be managing Ric Flair in this last match?
He is going to be tagging with him in this match against Jay Lethal and JEFFJR, something with a T. Something.
Yeah, Double J. Yeah, somebody that is signed to WWE is going against somebody that is signed to AEW. This is
somebody who is with ROH.
Yeah. Like, this is a Forbidden Door match.
Forbidden Door part 2.
Forbidden Window.
Yeah.
Because one, this is the last thing I want to say for Crockett Promotions. So that's why Jeff Jarrett is a part of it. He's a huge thing, like
in Nashville. Yeah.
And with Crockett Promotions. I believe that's where he got one of his starts besides working for his dad. And also, of course, Ric Flair is going to have his son-in-law, but also since technically Jeff Jarrett is on a Legends deal-ish, and I know it is going to be televised. It's going to be on Witcher Report. Witcher Report. No. I think it's going to be on iPay-per-view though.
Chris, you looking at the card? Okay. Does it say where it's going to be taped, shown at? We can get down into it. All right.
It's on Fight TV.
It's on Fight TV. Oh, that is awesome. You know, that makes sense. I understand how that would make sense, but Yeah, I think that was a big thing. It kind of confused me that somebody with a new WWE contract
I don't know how
gets to play. It's recent because it's for the contract was signed for initially him being a special guest referee at SummerSlam. No wait,
but he's always been ahead of live shows. He's been that way for a minute.
Yeah, but they literally just did the contract. I think it was like May or June. So it's a new contract, and they said that they expect to use him more in different things. They just don't know exactly where yet. So he's probably going to be a manager somewhere, as far as in the near future.
I feel like as long as it's not like a major promotion, they don't care.
I kind of agree with that. I kind of disagree with it, but I also understand that there's two things that's going on. It's Jeff Jarrett and it's Nashville. Like those are two big things. And then on top of that is Ric Flair being in there's a lot of connections between them two. And there's a lot of connections in between them with not just Ric Flair and Andrade, but Ric Flair and Jay Lethal. Is it Jay Lethal? Yeah, but in Impact, because Jeff was part of Impact, like there's a lot of connections in between them business-wise and personal relationship that I would say that this is literally like one of those favor moments. Like this don't count. This is one of those things that I would consider a one-off. Like even though I joked in our group chat about this is happening, I think that out of all the things that would be a coincidence or, that y'all consider one-off, but I'm like, no, it plays a deeper part. This is one of those ones where it's like, oh no, this is just like, it's a family thing. These people are too
the last thing for Project Promotion as well.
Right.
It's just his final send-off show.
So with that, it's just, one of these, this is just one of those special moments.
Oh, it's the end of the era because it's also, again, Ric Flair's official last match.
Yeah.
And he retires the same month that Vince McMahon retires.
Yeah, I know. But did you hear that they put him back in the intro? They put the woo Ric Flair back in the woo.
I have no intro.
Yeah.
A WWE show in so long. I get there like 10 minutes in.
Yeah, but it's really been a lot with Ric Flair. Like this has been like the perfect send off. They done had him on his YouTube channel and everything is going. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because of the whole fucking connection. Because I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Ric Flair. Yeah, but I gotta give some proper respect to all of this being honestly a historic moment. One of the moments where AEW, WWE, TNA all are coming together to have a particular moment. So I just had to give that some credence.
Video packages from people from every promotion.
Yeah.
But then again, it is Ric Flair, so.
All right. We got one more thing, but let's go back. Your audio is acting up. So we're going to exit out. Yeah, yours. I'm going to exit out and we're going to start. Oh. Hold on 1 second.
We are back.
Can barely hear you. Let them get past. All right. All right. So we are back. And what we are going to get into actually right now is one of the bigger pay-per-views that is happening with Ring of Honor. We're doing Death Before Dishonor. Now, I want to run through the matches, and we're going to go through I'm going to give the matches first, and then we're going to give our predictions. All right. So we got Willow Nightingale versus Allison Kate. That's the pre-show. Does that matter to anybody?
And Willow to get like a huge push. You can tell by Match on Dynamite. So I say that. But Allison Kay is actually a really good wrestler. I've met her a few times. So.
Okay. I think
I'm gonna go with Willow.
Yeah, I'll go Willow.
Yeah, all right. So we all with Willow. There's a Ring of Honor 6-man championship match with the Righteous versus Dalton Castle and the Boys. I'm not familiar with them.
Dalton Castle and the Boys. So funny. Have you ever seen Mizdow?
I know the name.
Like, basically, they just parody everything that happens to Dalton Castle. So if he's running across the ring, they'll run across the ring. Like, if he's stuck in the corner, they'll come and fan him down.
Oh, it's those the Flamingo kids. Yeah, those were the When I went to the AEW event the last time, they were there, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is probably the funniest shit ever." Yeah, I'm going with them. I'm going with Dalton Castle and the Boys.
I don't know who the other people are, so I'm gonna go with Dalton Castle just because he's more recognizable to me.
I'm trying to remember the Righteous. I think we seen the Righteous.
Familiar.
Yeah, I'll figure them out.
I don't know who they actually like individuals are. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with Dalton Castle since that's what I know.
Okay. And then we got the Ring of Honor Pure Championship match. Wheeler Yuta versus Daniel Garcia.
This just keeps going on between the Jags and the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see Wheeler Yuta putting the brakes on Daniel Garcia because he is a professional wrestler and Daniel Garcia is a sports entertainer.
Yeah.
How you feel, Chris? The same way?
Yeah, I'm going with you.
Well, you know who I'm siding with. I am siding with the Jericho Appreciation Society. I think that they are literally pushing Garcia to be something more. I think that if they start defecting, this Daniel Garcia is going to be the first one. But the way that he's been portrayed compared to everybody else, he's been considered the more serious one. He's been the one that, Jericho is the wizard. And the other two was like, hey, they doing the whole Italian Gambino thing that's going on. And it was like, okay, then Daniel Garcia just finished everything like that last promo. But he was like, I understand why they would want me in the cage because I'm an animal now. I would destroy things. I was like, ooh, this one is going to be a good one. But I think that it's
having the true aggression that the Blackpool Combat Club has eaten into Wheeler Yuta.
Oh yeah, no. I think it's Garcia. I think that we're about to see a different type of animal Sunday.
Look, a sports entertainer is still going to be a sports entertainer at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true. CM Punk is a great sports entertainer.
The Blackpool Combat Club doesn't lose sport entertainers.
Listen, some of the best names right now are sports entertainers. They have built the WWE brand. So I'm not. All that goes out of the window.
If you think about it,
huh?
Also a failing brand.
Yeah, since they left. Yeah. Starting with the biggest sports entertainer, Chris Jericho. We know how when Chris Jericho came here and became Le Champion, it was a problem for WWE. But I'm gonna digress. Because y'all know that
Le Champion is just reaching like a succubus, like just a bloodsucking.
He's doing the exact same thing that he listen. He's doing the exact same thing that he's been doing since he first started. And what has happened is that Daniel Garcia turned into an animal, and Santana Ortiz broke up. If Jericho was there and they did not let Eddie Kingston do what he was doing, it would be a different story. It's funny.
Jericho held them back to the point where they were already like crumbling to pieces, and Eddie Kingston was just the nail to really punch it home.
I would let that slide if the Pinnacle didn't have a lot of issues after they left the Inner Circle. Like, this is a common thing. People leave the Inner Circle and then there's problems. We seen it happen to Sammy. Sammy became an obnoxious boyfriend that nobody liked until he decided to bring his ass back to Jericho Appreciation Society.
An obnoxious boyfriend that nobody likes.
No, when was the last time you seen him kiss? Thank you. Jericho told him to cut that shit out. And that happened. And now we got Anna Jay. And Tay is actually looking, like a good villain. Not just some type of bitch type shit. She not a WWE diva when they turn to TV 14. But I'm gonna digress. I'm gonna stop. We do have the ROH World Television. Oh no, sorry. Oh no, that's the next one. ROH Television Championship match: Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal.
Oh no, I'm just doing a podcast.
How you doing? I was going to ask you a couple questions.
I'm gonna go with
Oh yeah, I used to be a professional wrestler, and we do a wrestling podcast. Mm-hmm. I give me just a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Promoters, bro.
Yeah, no, promoters. Let them know what it is. It's the Three Not So Wise Men podcast. So it is. I'm in your ear.
Yeah, you're in my
ear. Well, but no, we have the RH Television Championship, Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal.
I say Joe is going to lose, just for the fact that where the hell has he been? So yeah, it's just easier to put the title on Jay because Jay, along with the Briscos, is ROH, and it will just the person who takes the belt off Jay Lethal could be the next guy, and it goes to the point where the inconsistencies with Joe. I don't know if he's hurt, don't know what's really going on, but if you want, again, to be seen and you want to get like more advertisements and stuff, you're going to need your champion to be there.
Yeah.
And Joe I haven't even seen a promo from Joe.
Yeah, I think that, honestly, I do think that something did happen, and I don't know if it's more of he got into where he wanted to be and realized that he didn't want to be there. I think that when he was injured, all he wanted to do was get back because he thought that he wanted to get back. But if he decided that he wanted to lose this title because he wants to get back into announcing or become a manager or something, I'll say more power to him. But I think that is more of where he wants to be instead of this, because he done gotten radio silent. Like there's
he's about to go back to the main roster
of AEW.
Yeah.
But that's what that don't make sense to me, considering the fact that you would have Gresham even being like, he's been on Dark. Like Gresham has been everywhere for AEW, even though he's the Ring of Honor champion, right? Mm-hmm. And I would think that Samoa Joe would have done the same thing if he wanted to be on that main roster.
I mean, that's why they put Jay Lethal on everything, so he can pretty much promote it. Because I mean, technically, he still is a part of the AEW roster. He's not really part of ROH.
Yeah, but he's going to take over. He is ROH. Like I've been loving this for him too. So, but I'd say Jay Lethal also. Next one, which is an interesting one. Ring of Honor's Women's World Championship. Mercedes Martinez versus Serena Deeb.
Serena Deeb, just because if you're not going to put any of the major AEW titles on them, give it to Serena Deeb. She can stay down there. She can be the player champ or player coach. Beat the hell out of everybody. Keep the title. Eventually, says, I have enough. Go back up to the main roster. Beat everybody up some more. So, like, who are you going to put her against? Jade? No. Already wrestled Thunder Rosa and lost.
Yeah.
No.
But do you think... No, so finish what you're saying.
I would say put the women's title on Serena Deeb.
All right. But with doing that, what's going to happen with Mercedes? Like, because that is the issue. Because honestly, those two are kind of the one and the same to me as far as personality wise. Wrestling is a little different.
But Martinez to go for the title against Thunder Rosa. I don't know if she has already.
See, and this is where I don't think that she has, but I don't. The AEW women's title is, and I know that we're in Ring of Honor, but the AEW women's title is going to be the confusing thing because honestly, if you're not going to put it on Serena Deeb, then it should be the Ring of Honor title should be on her. I agree with that, but if you put that on Serena Deeb, you got one less major face in your women's division.
No, she can still go to AEW. Like, again, Jonathan Gresham's doing it, so I think Serena Deeb would just be a badass with the title. And she's like, yo, none of y'all can hold me.
Yeah, but like I said, with John Gresham being everywhere, how many matches have you really seen him in?
3, maybe.
He's been probably on AEW a total of 6 times. I know there's 2 Darks, 1 Ring of Honor, one Rampage, and probably the other ones with, but how on Dynamite? It honestly is only that whole run is really working with fucking FTR. Like, because Mercedes Martinez had the title for how long? And how many people really know or care? I don't. Had it since WrestleMania. Yeah. So how many know or care as far as casual fans go? But people got a connection with Serena Deeb, whether it's they hate her or love her.
And that's why you put the title on her, because people have a better connection with Serena Deeb than they do Martinez.
Yeah. But is it because my question will come in besides FTR? If we seen Mercedes Martinez being on AEW, being brought in on AEW, being like, yeah. But when she won, but since she has had the title, there hasn't really been anything, right?
That's what I'm saying. I know. Yeah. She's tagged with Serena Deeb, and then they broke up.
That brought this whole story. But my whole thing of saying it is that, FTR is just the greatest group, the greatest tag. Them putting this on Serena Deeb, she might fall into obscurity like Mercedes did. Then that's the word that I have on that. So when I say that is one less, it's just like people are really separating. Besides FTR, people are really separating Ring of Honor from AEW. Like, just
they shouldn't have. Maybe
yeah, and that's cool until you start realizing that people are being lost in the shuffle. Like Jay Lethal was a personality, so we're not going to say anything. But I haven't heard people talk about Samoa Joe since the statements that he made of Forbidden Door. Other than that,
Samoa Joe is. You can't keep wondering where somebody is if you don't see him. So, all right, well, he's either injured or they're just not saying anything.
Yeah.
You got to put them on TV. That's it.
Yeah. But then we go to Mercedes Martinez, who's been very active, that just don't get shown. Like
That's just because AEW is really bad at women's wrestling.
and that's why I'm worried about Serena Deeb. And that's what I was getting to. That's exactly why I'm worried about Serena Deeb. But yeah, we're gonna because she's good. I wasn't bought into her the very first match, but I grown to enjoy her. But let's get to the other matches because we're running out of time. Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship, 2 out of 3 falls. The top team, FTR versus them boys, Briscos.
Yeah, man.
That match.
You didn't see the first one. The second one about to be crazy.
This
2 out of 3 falls.
2 out of 3 falls.
And they're gonna go 1-1 and then a draw. Okay.
No,
I don't want
see
that.
them switching it up and doing 2 straight victories.
A sweep.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. So wait. You will see FTR getting 2 straight victories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can even see the Briscos getting 2 straight victories.
Okay, but who are you picking?
Oh,
because that is yeah. So, like I said, you're seeing them giving 2 straight victories.
Yep.
Oh, I can't see.
Hey, they're fighting like an 8-year-old girl, so I believe that they can win.
Man, like I wanted to put that as my picture because they got a shirt for it now.
They got a shirt, yeah. I'm about to get that.
Yeah.
Dax Harwood is one of the greatest promos of this year.
Yeah, he definitely has. And this was like the second one. Like he put out some good. He put out some great promos. Like, but there's been a lot of great promos this year. But yeah,
did y'all see it's a promo on the AEW YouTube page with the Briscos and FTR with them sitting down and drinking.
Oh yeah. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Yeah,
I saw it.
It is so good.
Yeah,
that's 6 minutes of my Monday.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Who do you think, Chris?
I'm gonna go FTR.
You're gonna go with FTR. Well, I'll be the contrarian in this situation. I'll go with the Briscos. Not that I really feel like it's the Briscos. I don't care either way. I think either victory is going to be huge. But since both of y'all going FTR, I'm a be the one to go with the Briscos. Then we got the Ring of Honor World Championship match. Jonathan Gresham versus the Swedish Superman, Claudio Castagnoli. That match is going to be good.
Very much so. I don't know, because Jonathan Gresham has been coming out lately without his title for some events. So everybody's been speculating that that's because he's going to be losing the title to Claudio, which he has never won the actual heavyweight title for a major like television promotion. So everyone's like hoping that he wins it for that reason. But
no, I was just thinking Blackpool Combat Society having 2 championships in there. That is gonna be crazy. Oh shit, 3. Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Not even the Inner Circle was able to do that.
So yeah, the Claudio match I can definitely see just being a good match, and the fact that Claudio is so much bigger than Jonathan Gresham, but Jonathan Gresham is so like technically sound. I honestly do wish Bryan Danielson wasn't hurt. He would have been perfect for that match.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that that's supposed to be the match that was supposed to happen, but
yeah, it makes sense. Jonathan Gresham keeps saying he's the best technical wrestler.
Yeah.
You got Bryan Danielson come back. He tried to do the same thing with Will Ospreay. Or not Will Ospreay, Jack Sabre Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if that is the case, and Bryan Danielson could be coming back soon, would you see Claudio losing just to build that story?
No. Versus Danielson?
Because you can always make the Tully whatever experience, whatever the hell the name of their group is called, versus the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah, but I mean the Bryan Danielson versus the Gresham for a championship, especially if they might put. Like, I think that if that match happened, Bryan Danielson probably
put the title on Daniel. They wouldn't make him lose.
Right. So what I'm saying is that, do you think that Claudio would lose this one in order for that match to happen?
No, not at all.
Okay. So you think Claudio is going to get his big championship?
I still think he's going to win, but I don't think that's the reason. But I am back to actually go board, man. Wait in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got to go.
Oh no, we almost out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're almost done. So, I mean, if you want to go, you go. Me and Chris can finish it up. But
yeah, I'm gonna go because just gotta get some stuff.
Oh yeah. All right, man. Peace. Have a safe trip.
Yep, I'll let you know when I land.
All right. All right. So yeah, we got his. He thinks it's Claudio. I think that's what he said. He ain't come out with a definite answer. So we're gonna put Claudio on his ass. So if he wins, then he caught it. If not, we're gonna throw that on his face because I think that Gresham's gonna get it.
Really? Yeah, I think it could go either way.
It could go either way, but I think that Gresham. If I gotta pick one, if I have to pick one, I'm picking Gresham.
I just want Claudio to win a title.
I want him to win. I want him to win a major title too. I honestly want it to be.
Because then they could do like Claudio versus Danielson. You know, Danielson always wanted that match.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean,
it could. But yeah, that is it for all the matches there. I do want to talk about probably one of the biggest moments of the year. Cody making his return to WWE. That was probably one of the biggest moments of the year, probably in the last 5 years. This coincides with CM Punk making his return. Like those two were like huge. But out of those two, there's only one that won an award, and that was Cody winning an ESPY for WWE Moment of the Year. Yeah. And it was well deserving. One of the things that I saw was they pretty much played on nostalgia for everybody else because one of the nominees was Stone Cold stunning Vince McMahon. Like, yeah, that was a fun moment, but I wouldn't call that one of the moments of the year. And I think
it was ugly.
Yeah, it was hella ugly. Like, that shouldn't even have been that. Vince didn't know what he was doing. He was just yeah. He was like, that's a bull. But and I bring up that one because honestly, out of all of the nominees, that one was probably the weakest link out of the group because my girl Bianca Belair got snubbed for a nomination.
Terrible.
Her whole winning the title at WrestleMania for the second time after having 8 months of trials and tribulations from SummerSlam, to come back. That was a horrible. I mean, that was them snubbing her was a horrible moment, but that moment was one of the most feel good moments of the year because it was kind of like she's been, she lost a couple times to where she was supposed to be not applying for a title, but it was like all of these other matches where she had to overcome everybody else, the Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like, man, that one, she fought for that one. She earned it. But I wanted to say, how did you feel about Cody winning? Because I do want to talk about that.
I mean, it's definitely one of the biggest moments of the year. Definitely didn't see it coming. Everybody was always talking about it. We didn't really think it was going to happen. Then it happened.
Yeah.
WrestleMania night 1, you was all sitting there. I know I was sitting there with my jaw dropped. Like, it ain't no way.
Yeah, no, I sat there just in shock.
Yeah.
And I don't care what anybody say. I saw it live. When the prologue of the guys talking about the royal family and shit came on, I popped in. A lot of them WWE fans didn't know what the hell was going on. They was like, the fuck? I'm like, oh shit, no, this really? And then the song came on. It was like, oh.
It's back, keep his music.
And oh man, it was just, and his look. And then, did you hear about the issues with the fireworks?
No.
Yeah, they had issues with the fireworks. They were saying that they was worried about it being too much of a fireworks in his intro. And so he was like, no, I gotta have it doesn't work without it. So he was going into it. And so they was like, you know what? We're gonna go over the top with it. And that's why.
Oh, that's why the side caught on fire.
It was the all of those. Did it catch fire when he entered? I thought that was Royal Rumble when his shit caught fire.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but his was just all those fireworks that went to the point where he laughed like y'all did it. Because on Raw when he came back, they had the delayed fireworks for him. Like he thought that they weren't going to do it because they blew the budget on him and so when he got on there and then all of the fireworks went up, he laughed at that. Like that whole moment was an amazing moment all the way up into the Hell in a Cell match, which honestly redeemed Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth was like, it was
one of my favorite Seth matches in recent years for sure.
Yeah, following after the Hell in a Cell match with the theme.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it, but it was an amazing. Cody, get well. We miss you.
He was talking about a Royal Rumble return. I think I just seen earlier.
I gotta look for that, but it's been a minute. We miss you. We're happy that we seen you. I seen you in your tortilla challenge. That was funny.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it was just he did it and he slapped the stuff out. He slapped the guy. It was like Cody didn't know what was going on. He was just like doing it. It's like, I don't know how this goes. But he slapped him with a tortilla. The guy was like, how did it feel? He was like, I thought it was gonna have more power. And so the guy slapped him, and of course he sold it. And like it wasn't like a super sale. Like he just got it and he just took it like he got slapped in the chest and it stung. Like he's like, oh, he got me good. He got me good. I was like, Cody is the man. And I'm glad that you came back around. Because God, people would hate it. Yeah. But
I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. But that is it. We have our year of podcasting coming up very soon. So be prepared because we got a lot of great things happening for that and beyond. We have more things coming. Be on the lookout for Pulse of the Ring. We got another one coming up, so don't worry about that. We're gonna have a lot more individual things going on as far as whether it's reaction videos, gaming, and stuff like that, unboxings, whatever we got. If it's wrestling oriented, we are definitely going to put it up on the channel so y'all can just be entertained by us, because more so we're not employees of anybody. We are just wrestling fans that wanted to share in the love of wrestling. So that's what's going on with us. Is there anything that you want to say, Chris?
No, just keep watching wrestling. It's definitely it's been an interesting summer so far.
Yes, it has.
Especially with today. So.
Ooh, that contract coming up for AEW. Think about all of the matches, how none of the star power that they're supposedly having, but they're drawing the numbers. They're getting all of these things that's happening. And yeah, they got some help from Claudio making his appearance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who just made an appearance that I just popped for? Oh, there's so much going on. It's like everything is a blur. So I can't really say, but yeah, that contract is going to blow everything up. And I honestly think that that MJF being taken out is a negotiation move, saying that, hey, it's the brand. Like, y'all might feel like MJF is the number one because that's been like his big thing. I'm the number one ticket besides CM Punk return. I've been the highest selling this, that, and the third. I think that Tony, in shoot form, not in kayfabe, Tony told him, hey, let's take a step back. Let's show how good the brand is. So when I start talking about your return during contracts, we're going to run that price up and I can pay you however much you want. Because I don't think he's letting Maxwell go.
It ain't no way. If he did, man. Woo.
Yeah.
MJF versus Cody.
Yeah.
WrestleMania next year.
Yeah, because I do think that he hears the talks. Like, he hears how people talk about how I don't want to say MJF is the saving grace of wrestling, but, you know, haters be like, hey, if y'all didn't have MJF, it'd be this, that, and the third. If y'all didn't have all these old WWE stars, it'd be this, that, and the third. And so now with all of these people being injured, it was like, MJF, take a step back. Let's show what we got. And it's been like, okay, Garcia, the best friends came back. There's a lot. Jade has been killing it, like I said. Then they brought Baker back because, let's face it, the women's division is the weak spot in AEW.
Yeah.
And so they had to bring her back for now. For now, because honestly, I'm liking what they're doing with making small things not be about championship.
Yeah.
If they like the whole Anna Jay heel turn, has nothing to do with the championship, has nothing to do with anything. Now Ruby Soho is in a story where it's not involved in the championship match. So the stakes are different, but I think that the emotional pull that comes from it makes it a thing. Who is Ruby going to team up with? Is it going to be it can't be Toni Storm because she's teaming up with fucking right. But now you got so many women doing different things that I can see it growing. So but we weren't even supposed to get on that. That was just but yeah, that is it for today's episode. If nobody told you that they love you, since he can't defend himself or try to talk bad, I'm gonna say it. CT loves you.
CT loves you.
She loves you. Right. Oh snap! My stuff fell. You see that? Yeah, I know, right? Fuck it, we about to go, so it's gonna be down. Boom, green screen down. Y'all get to see the real me. Everything having. Matter of fact. Boom. Here we go. I'm the star now. How about that? Right? But no, if nobody told you that they love you, I love you. Nobody said that you're awesome. You listening to this podcast, you already know how awesome you are. So we ain't even got to say it. when people start saying that you're not awesome, say, hey, do you know the three not so wise men talking wrestling? And I'm like, no, we don't know. You was like, yeah, because you're a fucking loser. So yeah, so we gonna live by that.
Sure.
Anything that is going on in your life, just know that it's temporary. Great things are on the way to you. If you got to push, you got us here cheering for you, rooting you on. We want you to get over. So nobody got your back. Verbally, we're in the crowds cheering for you. We got your back. You can do it. And then anything else, there's nothing else. So all that we want you to do is to continue to do what you love, and that is watch, participate, communicate, do all the great things that comes with wrestling. And honestly, communicate with us in our comments, because we would love to hear from you. That'd be one of the things that we would love from you. And we talk back, so you can just hop on there and say, hey man, y'all are awesome. And we can say, hey man, thank you, but you're the awesome one. You're the heroes. Yeah, say from Homelander, you're the real heroes.
Oh Lord.
Right. Oh man, I got through it, by the way.
You did.
I got through all of it. And I'm mad that I missed Herogasm too. Like, oh, Hero Gasm. I felt Frenchie on that one. Yeah. But keep watching wrestling until next time. Peace. Love y'all. Yeah.